Well, we do have some breaking news right now for you. This is I-77 right near Clanton. You can see that there is a car fire right now. That car is in flames. You can see that people are trying to put it out. Looks like firefighters right there trying to put out that smoke. We actually just kind of stumbled upon this. We saw some smoke. Our producer James saw some smoke and he's like, I wonder what that is. And then we went to I-77 and saw this. You can see those tires on fire right now as crews are working to put that out. We don't know. I'm assuming that people are out of that vehicle right now because they are hosing it down. James, do you know what material they would be using to hose that down?
You know, that's an interesting question that I don't know the answer to, but I think you and I are thinking the same thing. That looks kind of white and not clear, like
it's not water, right?
Right.
It'd be
so
foam.
like at the airport, they would use like a foam, right, a chemical substance. They might be using that again because you can see how white the roadway is.
Exactly.
You know, it reminds me, Megan, like if I were to wash my car in the driveway, you know, you get all those suds and things. Again, I don't think this is soap, but I think there's something in that mixture that would help them maybe extinguish this fire and keep the fuel from spreading, perhaps?
Yeah. And also, too, I have seen some cars go by, so I'm not sure if it's fully shut down right now. Let's take a look at SIG Alert, and let's see if SIG Alert has anything that we can look at.
I'm going to change the camera angles and just to give us a vantage point here so we can start to see the backups on I-77. Again, the fire itself is right underneath the Clanton Bridge.
Okay.
So this is just south of uptown Charlotte. So if we just change from a couple different vantage points here, this is a little bit, as Megan, as you were alluding to in our segment with Julie, we used our Skycam here at WCNC to show people the CMS building. And when we went to go turn it back towards the uptown shot, that's when we noticed the smoke off in the distance. So I think if we widen the Skycam shot out here, and this is right from our facility here at WCNC, we were able to see through the trees a few minutes ago that there was some smoke coming up above the tree line. I don't see it now, but we could certainly see it once we zeroed in on that NCDOT camera.
And you can see that tire is still flaming, has flames. It's flaring up, I should say. I do have an alert from SIG Alert, which is the something that we do use here at WCNC. It does say that this was reported at 2:16. Right now it is 2:23. So this really just happening. It says north at Clanton Road, exit 7. It's going to be backed up to Woodlawn Road, which is exit 6. But I'm thinking that's starting to back up a little more at this time. So they do report this as a vehicle fire. But like I said, that just coming in at 2:16. And we can see, the fire truck over there is on the southbound lane. So one lane, I'm assuming, is blocked off because of that. The fire truck is in that southbound lane. So you can really see still smoking a lot. It does look like a smaller car. We do see the passenger side open as well. So assuming folks got out okay. And another fire truck coming up right now in that northbound lane on I-77. Like I said, no, I'm not seeing any closures right now, but also too, James, I'm not seeing any other cars going through. So I'm assuming that this might be closed for now. We're trying to take a look.
It's like the North Carolina Department of Transportation is listening to you, Megan, and hopefully they are watching us here.
No, yes, right.
Because we can see them swinging the camera around right now. So the camera movement, again, is coming from the North Carolina Department of Transportation, who's wondering the same thing Megan's wondering. So they're moving their camera around. And again, we can see those flames coming out near that driver rear tire. I suspect, because that's probably where the gasoline goes in, the fuel tank line, or at least the fuel line, is probably somewhere over there. We can see firefighters now taking the hood of the car off. And to your point about Megan, traffic, clearly this is going to impact both northbound and southbound.
Absolutely. Your afternoon rides, I know a lot of people kind of start leaving, picking up kids around 3 o'clock. So definitely going to be affecting some people who take I-77 north. You can see 2 fire trucks on scene right now. Like we said, that foam, we don't know the official name of that foam, but we are working to find that out for you. But crews are on scene right now. You can see too, in the side monitor there, traffic moving pretty slow right at exit 7, which is Clanton Road. So we are continuing to watch this. They did move away from the car a little bit, giving us a different perspective of I-77. But you can see I-77 south, right near Clanton, one lane blocked because of a fire truck. And then, of course, north, we are assuming that's blocked. But like I said, this call coming in at 2:16. So this really just happening. It is 2:25 right now, and they are still trying to put out flames around that tire area. Like I said, we are going to continue to watch this as crews fight this car fire, but very scary situation. I'm sure that person, probably the driver, very scared as things do heat up. And we also know, too, because of the drought and everything, we aren't in a burn ban anymore, but it is important to get these fires out as quickly as we can because we are still pretty dry around our region right now. So we will continue to watch this. This is why you really need to keep us on at all times because we continue to bring you breaking news, not just locally, but around the world and around the United States. So keep it here. Let's take a look at Washington right now.
A double box moment.
Yep, double box. We got lots of breaking news. President Trump getting on the plane as he makes his way to China. We are seeing, is that the First Lady? I don't know. I don't think.
Marco Rubio here, Secretary of State.
Okay, getting on that plane to China right now, having a meeting in China. So we are going to continue to monitor that, too, as the president heads on over there as well. So we are keeping you really updated on everything that's going on right here at Live Impact News. Of course, you're streaming on the WCNC Charlotte app. So thank you for being here. We're continuing to watch this I-77 fire. You can still see, James, they are still trying to put out that fire. Flames keep popping up around that tire, and they continue to fight this. So definitely, if you do have to drive out there, smoke probably going to be an issue for some drivers who do need to see. It's going to cause some haziness there for drivers. Southbound lanes look like they are open. Northbound lanes, I am going to call it. I'm going to say it stopped because I haven't seen any cars going past there, and I'm sure
our CNC tower camera on the left-hand side, I think, would confirm that thinking because we're looking on the left-hand side just south of the fire. So those are all the cars trying to come up towards the fire scene that are just stopped. And they're probably taking that exit 7 to get around that congestion around there. But lots of action here right now as fire crews are working to contain that vehicle fire. And look at this road. I mean, it is covered with this foam right now because they have been spraying it, I'm guessing, for a little over 20 minutes as they continue to work this. We do see a bunch of crews on scene. 2 fire trucks are on scene right now. So they're even going underneath the car to try to get it out. So we are seeing that foam just all over I-77 right now. Like I said, this is right near Clanton. Lots and lots of backups. As we do take a look at SIG alert, it is backed up. Oh, man, almost to I-485 as you are heading up northbound lanes right there. So lots of backup as this road right now on I-77 looks like it is closed to traffic as they work to get this fire out and situated. You can see that backup on your screen too, on that double box, seeing those cars just completely stopped. Cars moving on the far right to get to that exit, but other than that, really just stopped. Southbound lanes, though, one lane is blocked as fire crews. There is a truck on the outer lane that is there providing this foam for them. So, like I said, this call coming in around 2:16, and they say SIG alert says expect major delays, very backed up right now at that exit 7. So if you do have to head north, just know that that is happening. If you do have to pick up those kiddos sometime soon, you do want to take an alternative route. I would probably get off the exit before that to try to move around this because, like I said, those lanes closed right now. Fire crews really working that wheel right now as we continue to see those flames come up underneath the car. See, you can still see those flames coming up, and now it's over the front tire. So they are really, really working hard to get this under control as we've been seeing this fire go on for probably 6 minutes in what we've been watching. So
Let's take a look. James, you're trying to make a box for me. I see you working hard there. There we go.
A vantage point for you.
Yeah.
So the car fire is in the lower left-hand corner of the screen right now. Again, that's near Clanton Road. The cameras above it should be kind of the north of that, and the camera south of that, I might have it actually literally backwards, but this is showing us traffic in both directions,
Yep.
Megan, as they are trying to converge towards the fire scene, and you can see how those backups persist.
Absolutely. Lots and lots of backups on I-77 as you are heading up north. You can really see, vehicles just absolutely stopped. And those flames still going on this car. I don't know, how it's probably very difficult, James, to put out a car fire. Like you were saying, all of that oil, all of the engine. So definitely probably something that is difficult. But we are also seeing some flames on the roadway. Do you see that?
Yeah, so I think once they get this car fire out, they're obviously going to have to clear the road of all of the water and we presume chemical agent that they've been using to kind of extinguish this fuel fire. They have to get that off the roadway.
Right.
They probably also have to check for any damage to that roadway. It looks like it's probably in that left-hand lane. And so this is going to be a multi-step process. So, when we look at traffic right now coming, this is southbound from the uptown side. And we know the camera's a little pixelated, but, this is just the impacts that we're seeing right now while the firefighting effort is ongoing. I think you're correct, Megan, in that scenes like we're seeing even from the Woodlawn perspective of cars trying to approach northbound this closure, I think we're going to feel these headaches for a little while.
I think so too, and we are getting into that kind of moments where we do see lots of traffic. I-77, the NCDOT zooming in a little bit more on that car because, like I said, we continue to just see those flames pop in and out. So crews still working this. We have a bunch of fire crews on scene, 2 trucks, like I said before, but you continue to just see those flames underneath this vehicle, James. You can see how they are still spraying that foam, and we are still seeing how flames are continuing to pop up right now. So like we're saying, lots and lots of stop and go traffic closure right now on I-77. This came in at 2:16. It is 2:32. Like you said, James, I don't think this is stopping anytime soon because they're going to have to clean all of this up so it's not getting on your vehicle, so you don't have this foam on your vehicle, and to make sure that everything's safe and the road is in good condition. And it does take some time to clean up these foam and all of that off of the interstate. I know it does take a while too to clean up some oil if they do have oil on the roadways right now, which I'm guessing they do because those flames keep popping up. So definitely something that we are continuing to watch. As you are headed south though, we aren't seeing really any stop and go traffic there. You're moving along pretty smoothly. We just know that one lane is blocked on I-77 near mile marker 7, exit 7 near Clanton. That's because that fire truck you can see right there. Obviously, things are going slow on I-77 south. As you do pass it, though, you should be okay. North side, though, totally different story. We are backed up almost to I-485 as you are heading north towards Uptown. So what I'm looking at on my screen for SIG Alert is absolute red. This is stopped traffic as you are making your way up north. We're pulling up these multi-view right here. You can see all of that stopped traffic heading north from CCTV. So, NCDOT also moving that camera to show us the backups. You can see traffic is stopped to a halt as they are working on this car fire. We don't see any vehicles moving at this time. And
they're going to use that right shoulder to maybe eventually get cars by.
And yeah, it looks like hopefully they will, because this is not a great time to stop that traffic because like I said, we are getting into those rush hour hours, people trying to pick up kids or head to where they need to go next. I know 4 o'clock, I jump on traffic, and that's when it really starts picking up. It is 2:34 right now, so we are going to start to see traffic picking up throughout the Queen City, especially on I-77. We usually see lots of backup on this corridor from I-45 to Uptown, something that I usually talk about all the time in my traffic reports. So definitely a bad time time for this to happen. Crews still working this fire right there. Looks like hopefully they have control over those flames, because I'm seeing a lot of firefighters standing around just watching it right now. So hopefully that is good. Still, like I said, lots of foam on this roadway. You can see this zoomed in version. James helping us take a better look at this. Still putting out that fire. They're still spraying that foam. They've been spraying foam since around 2:20, I'm guessing, because it was purported at 2:16. They got there pretty quickly. But this fire was, when we first saw this, pretty crazy. Lots of flames.
And I can also confirm, Megan, our assignment desk here at WCNC has reached out to Medic to inquire as if an ambulance might be responding to the scene, and they did confirm that an ambulance is headed to the scene.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily tell us at this point whether or not anyone was injured. It could just be a precautionary measure, but we do know that firefighters requested an ambulance to the scene, and so Medic and both Charlotte Fire Department on scene here, as well as the North Carolina Department of Transportation IMAP vehicles. You'll sometimes see them off to the side of the road helping motorists change a tire, or they also will do the road closures. So as the traffic camera has been swinging around, we've seen some of those IMAP vehicles staging for lane closures, and I presume, Megan, once they get this traffic flowing again, those IMAP vehicles will be used to kind of funnel drivers on this northbound side around this car until they're able to clear it out. And we can actually see right now,
Right.
I think the Medic ambulance maybe just rolled up underneath it.
I think that might be, yep, ambulance is there. I also, too, James, see another fire truck that also arrived on scene. And now it's blocking the entire roadway. So we have 2 fire trucks right there blocking the roadway, and the ambulance that just did come up on I-77 from the north. More crews out there working. I see more hoses getting out there as well. So wondering if they're still trying to put this vehicle fire out. Like I said, I-77 blocked at this moment. We still see lots of foam. Let's take a look at traffic right now. You can see all of that traffic as you are heading on I-77 from I-485 all the way to Uptown. It is red, 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 what I'm seeing on the SIG alert map. That means that you are stopped. You are not going anywhere. You are absolutely stopped. Cars just inching forward as some are taking exit 7 off of the interstate. So if you do need to make a route for yourself, you're watching us right now, I would definitely avoid I-77 north if you can. Because this is going to be causing some headaches for a while. Pulling it up on Google Maps right now, you can see all of that red. That does mean stop and go traffic. The little icon over there is what we are looking at. We do see that vehicle fire right past Clanton Road as you are heading north. So look at that, James. I mean, almost to I-485 is where you're really stopped. And it's going to continue to just get red all the way to I-485 if they do not clear this out anytime soon. And it doesn't look like it, because fire crews are still on scene working this vehicle fire. I
presume, Megan, like for instance, I commute into our station here, which is near the airport on Billy Graham Parkway. I take 77 northbound every day coming in from the Matthews area. If I had to get here right now, I'd either have to get off and take Tryon or South Boulevard, or even maybe go all the way around on 485 up to 85 and kind of hook back into Uptown if that was your destination.
Exactly.
Coming up from the south side.
Exactly. Getting into that almost 3 o'clock hour at 2:38 right now. So we do know that a lot of folks start driving to where they need to be around this time. 4 o'clock, like I said, gets really, really dicey, especially around 5 o'clock as well, as people are getting off of work. So hopefully they will have this cleared at some point. But, you know, James and I were saying that oil, that foam on the roadways, they really do need to clear that off before they let vehicles just start moving, because they don't want to getting on people's cars, spreading oil or anything that is unnecessary. Still looking at this traffic. I mean, absolutely incredible. You see the southbound lanes are moving, so it is fine if you are heading south. But if you are heading north, you are stopped right now. We do know that on I-77 south, there is one lane that is blocked because there was that fire truck there. We still see lots of fire crews just surrounding this vehicle. Still watching this ambulance. I haven't seen, James, James, anybody get into the ambulance at all as we've been watching this. So that is some good news. Hopefully everybody is okay. Details that we are still trying to learn. We don't know how many people were in this car or when or how this started, I should say. This started around 2:16. That's when it was first reported. So we don't know how many passengers were inside. We do see, though, the door of the passenger's door is open. So wondering if somebody got out that way. But crews still looking at this car, this vehicle. Looks like they stopped spraying stuff. So hopefully it is out for good right now. But this has been really just on and off with those flames that we've been seeing. So looks like they are just like they're not using the hose anymore, so that is some good news.
I know. I just counted. There's at least half a dozen firefighters here, a couple other individuals also mingling in, and I'm just wondering what the next step is going to be.
Right.
We're obviously going to have to get the fire out, and then we're going to have to get this vehicle and the roadway cleaned up and cleared away. So. I will be curious to see what mechanisms they use to accomplish that, as it seems like they have the bulk of the fire knocked down.
Yeah, it does look like it's knocked down, which is good because, like I said, we did see flames pop up for around 10 minutes, honestly. We've just been watching flames underneath that car and to the tire. So that's what we've been seeing. We do see the ambulance there. I'm not sure about the other fire trucks. They haven't shown us that view. Do we have another view we could see, James, if we could see where those
So these are
trucks...
the 6 closest North Carolina Department of Transportation cameras we have at our disposal.
Okay.
So you're right, the main view, which is right there at the scene of the fire, has not panned left and right to show us the fire trucks like it did before. But we can still see the backup. The other vantage point we have is from our WCNC tower camera here, and this is the off-ramp of I-77 northbound onto Clanton, which is at the moment a little less backed up than it had been, but I think that's been giving drivers, Megan, kind of an escape route because as they were coming up towards Uptown, they were running kind of right into that closure, and you can still see off to the right-hand side right now, those are the vehicles. There's a truck there deciding to kind of wait it out, but you can see just kind of through the trees the flashing lights associated with this road closure. And again, for anyone just joining us here on Live Impact, the reason we even first came across this moments after it happened is because this is our skyline camera. You see Brad Panovich use it all the time. We could see the smoke coming up through the trees from the car fire, and that's why we were able to kind of get very quickly to this scene, because it was from our network of cameras that allowed us to find this breaking news as it was happening.
And this is what we do right here on Live Impact News. We bring you the latest breaking news at any time, so you don't have to wait for a newscast. This is why you need to keep us on all the time, because we bring you it right away. We are searching and looking for these things to alert you right when they are happening. Like I said, this call came in at 2:16. We probably saw this around 2:20, and James was like, whoa, what is this? And so we went right to it, and this is how we are able to bring you the latest breaking news when it is happening. That's why you got to keep us streaming right here on the WCNC Charlotte app. Let's take a look at that traffic again. What traffic camera is this?
This is Woodlawn.
Woodlawn, okay.
Which is also Billy Graham Parkway.
Yep, very, very backed up. I'm like cars inching forward right now as they are working on this car fire. Looks like fire crews are getting inside the car, putting stuff in the car, probably just checking it out to make sure that there's no flames inside. Looks like they're putting things in the truck, or the trunk, I should say. Like I said, you can see where they are working around that tire. That's where we saw the majority of flames coming up when we first came to this fire on I-77. You can see definitely lots of crews still there working this fire. We do know that one lane is closed on the southbound side because a fire truck is there working. We just saw a guy walking in that lane, so definitely closed still at this time. And I-77 near Clanton closed closed at this time as they are continuing to work this vehicle fire and to get all this foam and oil off of the roadways.
This is a look at the southbound traffic. This is the camera that's positioned at remount. And so these are the cars that are able to still come southbound, Megan, and they're going to be funneled down to 2 of those 3 lanes. We can see a couple vehicles going by northbound here, and I think if I had to guess what that is those are the cars that are probably going off the interstate and crossing over at Clanton and then getting back on.
Right. And that's
Matter of fact, give me a minute and I can drop that banner at the top of the screen. We could probably see that.
Okay, let's try to look at it because definitely people are trying to take alternative routes right now because it is starting to really pack up. Like I said, you are backed up to almost I-485, so we can definitely see that backup. Looks like. Okay, no, that's not another vehicle. It's just more crews. No, more crews arriving at the scene. Okay, that banner is off, so you can see that traffic trying to, loop around. You can see where you can get back onto I-77. Lots of cars waiting to just pass this. So if you are taking northbound lanes, people in that traffic are probably just trying to get off of exit 7 if they are right near this and bypassing this to go around this because, like I said, all 3 lanes blocked right now on I-77 as they are working this vehicle fire. We've been watching this since 2:20, so it's been 20 minutes now that we've been watching them put out flames and try to get this under control. Lots of crews out there still. We do still see that ambulance and so we are continuing to watch this. Like I said, lots of traffic is backed up right now. 4 o'clock, it starts getting dicey for you as you are taking I-77. That's just something that we usually see around this hour. In my traffic reports, I always say how busy it gets on I-77 at this hour. Lots of red, lots of stop and go traffic. So as you are heading up north to Uptown, going to be difficult for you today if you have to go leave work early, have to get kiddos, have an appointment. I would take definitely an alternative route, try to get off an exit earlier, and you can get around this because it is going to be a headache to sit in all of that traffic. Like I was saying, is pretty much backed up to I-485. Lots of red on our maps and our screens.
And if you know anybody that's stuck in traffic, tell them to get off and get back on because that seems to be the secret.
Yes, exactly. Text them, call them, whatever you need to do. They're stopped in traffic anyways. So, I mean, they have time to talk to you because it is really, really backed up. Like I said, southbound lane, 1 lane blocked right now. Traffic moving pretty slowly, I should say, on the southbound lanes, but they're getting through just fine. And once they pass that accident, they're going pretty well. We're going to continue to watch this breaking news and give you updates. That's why it's so important to keep us on right here on your WCNC Charlotte streaming app. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
When news breaks across the Carolinas, we don't wait. This is Live Impact News on WCNC Charlotte. Live coverage,
CMS is going to have an emergency school board meeting.
real-time updates,
These storms have the potential to produce a tornado.
the stories impacting you as they happen. From breaking news to developing stories to moments that can't wait for the next newscast.
Protests happening right now in our nation's capital.
Live Impact News on WCNC Charlotte. Watch now, stream free.
Watching Live Impact News right here on the WCNC Charlotte app. We have been continuing this breaking news. If you're just joining us, this is I-77 North right near Clanton. What we are seeing right now is a vehicle fire. This has been closed and since around 2:20 today when we did see this from our tower cam, actually. James, our producer, was able to spot this from our tower camera and was able to spot the smoke. We went right to NCDOT cameras and we saw this vehicle fire. This was reported at 2:16. So here's what we know right now. We do know that I-77, as you are heading north, that all lanes are closed right now. We do have a detour right now as you are taking Clanton, but South Tryon Street at Clanton Road is very backed up as well. That's what I'm seeing at SIG Alert 2, is that the detouring traffic is pretty backed up. You can definitely see the backup too on I-77 as you are headed north. We also have one lane closed on the southbound lanes as a fire truck is in that lane working to help with this fire. This has been going on, like I said, reported at 2:16. We do know all lanes closed right now. We do not know of any condition of passengers or how many people were in the car or how this fire started. But we do know that there was an ambulance on scene and several firefighters are working this fire right now. Let's take a look at southbound lanes. Okay, looks like that fire truck went to the northbound lanes and southbound lanes are now cleared. So all lanes open on southbound as you are headed from uptown down to South Carolina on I-77. So you are all set there, looking like it is starting to move a little faster. James, I really want to show this perspective that you see right near Billy Graham. I mean, people are trying to move around. Did you see this car?
In the northbound bailing.
He's like, I'm not doing it. So
There's actually a fire truck coming down the southbound lanes, and this is south of the crash. Watch, it's going to appear. There's a police car and a fire truck.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. We'll find out.
Yep. Okay. But you can just see absolutely stopped as you are heading up on I-77. Like that one car, lots of people probably getting very frustrated with this traffic as they have places to be. But this is the reason why, is because there was that big vehicle fire. And James and I saw lots and lots of flames, especially under one tire under the car. It just really didn't stop. It took them a long time to actually put out these flames. They're still spraying some foam right there. But if you do see that there are 3 fire trucks, 1 ambulance, it looks like that fire truck is starting to move though. So wondering if this will open soon. They do have to clear this foam and this oil that is on the roadways because, you know, they really don't want people driving through that. We don't know the extent of damage too on the road from the fire at all, if there is any from that car starting on fire. And obviously they're going to have to move that car as well because it looks like it is in one lane. So they're still spraying that foam, still trying to get rid of those hot spots that sometimes do pop up. We did also see them putting something in the trunk area, in the passenger side. Not sure what that is. Looks like they are starting to spray the road right now. Looks like that is water as they are trying to clear off this road so they can open up those lanes again for drivers. Drivers have been pretty much stuck since for about 30 minutes now. They've been stuck in this traffic, not moving. Lots of backup too as you're trying to get off on Clanton as well.
I can add that the police vehicle and the fire truck that we saw going south on 77 are responding to a report of a secondary crash near Woodlawn.
Oh, wow. Okay. And, you know, that's interesting too, because if it's in the northbound lanes, they wouldn't be moving at all. So interested to see what that one's about. But you can see right now fire crews clearing off that foam, trying to get these cars moving again, because, like I said, about a half hour people have been stopped. You are pretty much backed up to I-45 as you are heading north towards Uptown. So lots and lots of stopped traffic there as well. Like I was saying, the detour is South Tryon Street at Clanton Road, but that is causing backup too on South Tryon Street. Lots of red over there as well. That lane on the southbound side open. We are taking a look.
This is Woodlawn and Billy Graham again.
Woodlawn and Billy Graham. Not seeing a crash there, but it could be farther down. I am seeing on SIG Alert a crash at I-77 North at Tyvola Road.
Yeah, there was some discussion as to whether that secondary crash was closer to Woodlawn or Tyvola. So I think they're one and the same. And based on what I'm seeing on our traffic cameras right now, Megan, I think the DOT is trying to find it as well. Okay. Well, we will keep you updated on that. But right now, we are watching this vehicle fire, and as they are trying to clear it out. We did see an ambulance on scene. James, I didn't see anybody get into that ambulance, so that is some good news, but maybe I missed it. I'm hoping that no one did and everybody is okay in the situation. Like I said, we don't know how many people were in this vehicle at this time or how this fire started. We only know that the call came in around 2:16 and we were right on it at 2:20. So about a few minutes after, we were on it and seeing lots and lots of flames coming from this vehicle. But like I said, I-77 North has been closed for about 30 minutes now. So cars just stuck in that traffic waiting right now. But it looks like they are trying to really speed this up and get it open because, as I said, around this hour, we start seeing that traffic really, really pick up. I go on for traffic around 4 o'clock, and that's when I see lots and lots of slowdowns start happening on I-77, both north and south. Basically trying to get these vehicles going again before really that major backup happens. But we're still seeing lots of traffic. This is right near that Billy Graham exit 6. So people still, I commend people for not getting off and trying to make it through, James. You can see people are still in their lanes, like, you know what, we're gonna just ride it out. So definitely trying to ride it out right now. But some people getting off that exit at Billy Graham, I see that. This is another look. I see that you're moving our tower camera right now. This is a look as you are getting off I-77 on Clanton. Yep. So you can see lots of backup over there as well as people are getting off this exit as they are seeing, okay, actually these lanes are totally closed because they are still totally closed. Looks like they need to still get that vehicle off of the road. I'm not seeing a tow truck though. I haven't seen a tow truck. Have you, James? I have not seen a tow truck. What I have observed as what we're seeing them right now is they seem to be using just clean water to spray the surface and remove, again, what we speculate was some sort of foam or chemical they were using on a vehicle fire. So they're going to get all of that cleared off the roadway. And then, like you said, they're going to need a tow truck or something to get that charred vehicle out of there.
But I'm sure they're trying to just open those 2 lanes as quickly as they can to get traffic moving again, because it's been a while since these lanes have been open. They're doing a great job though getting that foam off. I thought it would take them a lot longer, but looking pretty good right now. Like I said, we did see them spraying that foam. We also saw them putting something into this vehicle. Not sure what it is, but definitely saw something going into this vehicle. Like we said, lots of flames earlier. Let's take a look at this.
This is the view from Tyvola, excuse me.
Okay, yeah. So lots of traffic here. Very, very stopped. You can see people, though, getting off on that exit right there, trying to avoid this because it is just crawling at this point. Lots and lots of stop and go traffic as those lanes are still closed northbound as they try to get these lanes clear of that foam and this vehicle off of the road. So
I have not been able to locate on cameras, Megan, the secondary crash.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere back towards Woodlawn or Tyvola, we believe.
Okay. Well, we will continue to track that for you too and see if anything happens with that crash. Because I'm not really seeing anything. All I see is that there's a detouring traffic on Woodlawn as well between I-77 and South Tryon Street, where that accident reported at 2:48, but we aren't seeing anything on our screen. So hopefully that is over with, or it was just a fender bender or something like that, and they're over to the side. But southbound lanes, you are good to go. That is very clear. Just these northbound lanes still shut down because of this vehicle fire. So something that we are continuing to watch. We're going to take a quick break right here on Live Impact News, but keep it right here. We're going to continue to watch this for you on our WCNC Charlotte app.